Hey everybody! Sorry, so you can kind of see my face. I'm officially out of the hospital. Super happy to be out. I am still, if this jacket would stop choking me, I'm still accessed. See, needle. I'm still on antibiotics, but I had a couple hours in between, so I thought I would go out for a little bit. I've got my mask. I'm currently in the car, so I'm not wearing it right now. And we've got lots of hand sanitizer and supply in my backpack. But I needed some long sleeve shirts, so we thought we'd head out and get some real quick because it got really cold really quick, and I only had like two. So getting some long sleeve shirts so I won't freeze. And Kevin's hiding inside of his jacket for some unknown reason.
That's right.
He's a big baby. There's light, so he's hiding like the vampire. And then I'm representing my Fry Life hat because I love the Fry Life and I love this hat. And I've also got my nice jacket on that I like so much. Sorry, my throat. So, I don't know what I was going to say anymore. I've got fog brain from antibiotics. I didn't really update you guys much on my PFTs or anything like that while I was in the hospital, so I guess I will tell you the basics of what happened while I was there and what's going to happen going forward. When I went to the ER and got admitted that way, I had a 102.8 fever, and my heart rate was like pushing 140, just sitting, not even doing anything, not even breathing. And my hat's getting off a really good shadow. Hold on. Forgive my hair. It's been hat hair. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's better. There we go. Sorry, I don't like it on my neck, so I'm pushing it over because I don't have a ponytail holder with me right now. But anyways, I got admitted to the ER that way, and apparently my lung functions were extremely low when I got admitted compared to what they were at clinic. They had dropped almost like 10%, I think is what they said. So they said it was a really good thing I came in. My lung functions were bad. My fever was bad. I just wasn't doing very good. And getting messages. And I didn't have much of an appetite, and that got worse actually after the IV antibiotics started. So there's that. Then throughout the admission, they talked about switching antibiotics because I was getting really bad, almost migraine headaches from the Zyvox. And they were watching my kidney levels because that can be affected by the Zyvox too. And I was having really bad high blood sugar, so they thought maybe my kidneys were having some struggling problems. Unzip, it's hot in this car. And then while I was in there, I wasn't really hungry, and the headache made me feel weak. And because I had been running a fever for like 2 weeks, which I didn't even realize it was 2 weeks until I was talking to my dad the other day. But I didn't move a whole lot when I was running a fever because I felt really crummy. Even when I'd take Tylenol, I would just sleep. So I had lost a lot of my muscle in my legs and arms because I wasn't really doing anything. So I actually, when I started physical therapy, I actually ended up having to do leg strengthening exercises because I was having a hard time walking, and it was making me lightheaded, and I felt weak, like I was going to pass out. So I did 2 weeks of that, and that helped a little bit. I can actually go out and not feel as weak. I probably should have brought my oxygen with me, but it was dead, and I couldn't find my oxygen charger for some reason. I don't know where it went, but I'm sure I'll find it later. My lung functions didn't go up a whole lot. I think they went up like 3-4%, maybe 5% the whole time I was there. And that's just how things are going to go now. They said I'm at that point in my health where I'm just never really going to feel good anymore, which, I mean, I'm starting to get used to already, so it's not a huge deal. This is just my new normal, basically. And my lung functions are lower. I'm not going to say how low they are or what percentage they are, because it ends up starting like a competition with some people, and I just don't feel like doing that. Hey, Ruben. You just got a live YouTube shout out. It's the first one I've ever done.
Wait, are you on YouTube or Facebook?
I'm on YouTube. Kevin doesn't know I'm on YouTube, but I'm on YouTube.
Christ, no wonder I couldn't. I'm trying to find you on Facebook like crap.
Anyways, I was. Okay. He's watching me while I'm live and he's giggling. This is what I live with on a daily basis. Anyways. Hold on a second.
Ugh.
Anyways. My health is just basically at the point where it's just going to I'm going to have to be really, really, really sick to get orals or IVs because I'm already allergic to so many antibiotics that they don't want my body to get used to Kevin, you're a trip, says Ruben.
Thank you.
Anyways, they don't want my body to get used to the antibiotics and it stopped working. Although they're not sure it was doing a whole lot of good while I was in the hospital anyways. But they're hoping 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks will do some good instead. Which, every time I've ever been on 3 weeks of antibiotics, I've felt a lot better afterward instead of just the 2 weeks. The 2 weeks don't really make me feel any better. So, that's what's going on. I don't have much of an appetite, so bless you.
Sorry, that was cough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, I wasn't very hungry, so I lost some weight, and they told me I can't lose any more. So I had to up my calories that I eat a day, which doesn't help when you're not hungry. And before anybody asks, I actually did ask them if they do appetite inducers because I'm just having a really hard time eating when I don't feel good. And they said they didn't want to do that. That was good. You're okay. You have to apologize for coughing. I think he's choking. Are you choking?
Maybe a little bit.
But they told me that they didn't really want to do that because they didn't see a whole lot of weight gain or helpful use of appetite inducers or stimulators with. I don't know if you tagged me in room, but I'm not on Facebook, so I can't look at it right now. But anyways, they didn't see a whole lot of helpfulness with those, and they didn't want to put my body through trying to figure out which one would be best for me anyways. So they decided against that, which was fine. I just asked because I just felt like I couldn't eat, and I didn't have an appetite. And I didn't want to keep deteriorating in weight because when your weight goes down, so do your lung functions when you have CF. So I was trying really hard to just try and get some food in me, but I couldn't take any anti-nausea pills. I still can't while I'm on Zyvox because there's a 1% reaction of serotonin syndrome, and I don't want to take that chance right now just because I know what serotonin syndrome is, and it's not something I want to experience. I also can't take any painkillers, so they took me off of. I'm sorry, I'm tired, and you can tell because my eyes look awful. But they also I had them take me off my Mobic, which is my arthritis medication. Thank you, Ruben. I appreciate that. Oh, the CF Walk. This year it's in Fort Worth instead of Dallas. If you can come, awesome. If not, it's May 20th, 2019 in Fort Worth at Panther Island Pavilion. Yeah. I have the team signed up. I will share a link as soon as I can fix the page because it says Candace's Cadets and everything, but because I switched from Dallas to Fort Worth, it didn't take over my pictures, my YouTube channel, and everything else. So I'll have to fix that. Anyways, but you guys can still sign up. I'll have to share the link once I get a chance to. Thank you, Ruben. What was I saying? Ruben, help. You're watching. I forgot. I had them take me off my Mobic, which is my arthritis medication. So I could take ibuprofen for pain from my lungs, my back, and inflammation pain. And so I could cover my headache because I was getting a really bad migraine. And with my bad liver, I try hard not to take Tylenol unless I'm running a fever. So I can't take pain meds with the Zyvox, so I had them take me off that and switch to ibuprofen. So I've been taking a lot of that, and it acts as a blood thinner too, so that's why I can't take my arthritis medication when I'm doing ibuprofen, because ibuprofen's a blood thinner too. So if I was still on my arthritis medication, I wouldn't be able to take anything for pain, and that'd make me eat even less because I'd be in too much pain to even eat. So I'm trying to avoid that situation. Someone asked me what I have been eating because I haven't had much of an appetite. Honestly, it's mostly just snack foods, like yogurt, but it's not like yogurt with fruit and stuff in it. It's whipped yogurt, chips. My mom bought me some rice snacks that I really appreciate because they're really good and it's not heavy on my stomach, so it doesn't make me sick to my stomach. And then just other stuff like that. And I'm it's actually normal now, so don't freak out. Oh. Okay. No, I'm not crying. My eyes tend to water because I choke. Sorry. What? I didn't do it. Ghost mode, he says. I've also been sucking on a lot of Jolly Ranchers because it's sugar, I guess, and it keeps me from having a low. I haven't been taking much insulin because I haven't really been needing it, except for some reason when I was in the hospital, my sugars were running extremely high and I wasn't really eating, so I thought that was weird. But they were also checking me like right after I'd eat instead of 2 hours later or right before. That was my bad because I was supposed to call them in the room and I'm so used to just taking it myself that I forgot sometimes. Yeah. But basically, I'm supposed to be drinking my booze shakes, which I'll be honest, I haven't drank one yet. Because now that I'm out of the hospital, so for some reason, my acid reflux is acting up real bad. And so my chest and my throat constantly kind of burn. And it feels like I've got fluid building up into my throat, which is not a pleasant thing if you have acid reflux. So I'm trying to drink more water and milk because milk settles down acid reflux a little bit, which I really appreciate the milk for that. But I haven't really been drinking much of my shakes just because I don't know, I just feel really sick most of the time to my stomach, so I don't want to put a lot of calories in my stomach because I'm going to warn you, this part's disgusting. If I throw up, I just, yeah, that wouldn't be fun to throw up. Neither would chips though, so. But
scratchy.
This is not Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
That's hell.
Uh-huh. I actually didn't throw up the whole time I was in the hospital, which is an impressive feat because before I went in, I was like throwing up at least once a week just because of coughing alone. Which that does happen when CF, so it's not a pretty thing, but it happens a lot more than you would think. It's just all the mucus and the congestion and the coughing constantly. See? And it chokes you, and if you're just eating or if you're on treatments or something, it's just really hard. Anyways, it's actually most I've talked in quite some time, so I'm kind of getting breathless. I mean, not airy. I'm getting breathless, and hey, my port is itching. Great. And tired, so I'm actually going to end it here. Just know that basically they said I'm at end-stage cystic fibrosis, which is close to needing a transplant. We're not talking about transplant yet. My lungs aren't there yet, which is fine. I don't really want to talk about transplant because they won't like my opinion on the situation. But I'm fine. I'm where I'm at. I'm already getting used to what needs to be getting used to. And I have a really good CF friend to talk to that understands what I'm going through, and she's been there for me. And I have a really good friend that lives nearby that's been talking to me about it, and she understands what I'm going through because she doesn't have CF, but she has some other health issues that she found out about not that long ago. And it's been quite a bit of transition for her too. So I totally have a good support system. And then I have my mom and dad who have been helping a lot, and just being around all my family and having Kevin around and everything has really helped. Actually, I've gotten more of my appetite back once I got home. I'm not eating a whole lot, which isn't good, but I'm eating more now that I'm home. So that's a good sign. But yeah, I just wanted to do this while I had the chance. I keep forgetting. I keep telling everybody I'm going to post a health update, and I decided since we were sitting in the car and he was eating some ribs, since he was eating, I would decide to do this. So
Meat coma.
he ate too much, so now he's tired. But I am going to go inside Walmart and get my long sleeve shirts and go home because I'm tired and I need rest. And I have the treatment due soon, so it was nice talking to you guys and posting my health update. Don't worry. Well, most of you are going to worry even I say don't worry. Don't worry too much about me. I'm fine. And yeah, it's really. Oh, I did some new artwork. I'll probably post it later once I get home and everything. And yeah. And I'm thinking about doing this. If you guys like the idea, please leave a comment below, because otherwise I won't know how many people would do this, and I don't really want to start it if nobody's going to do it. I am thinking about starting a website and selling my artwork for like a couple dollars here and there. It just depends on what size you want, and I will sign it or whatever you want, and I will send it to you. And it won't be like a piece of paper. It'll be like cardstock or picture print. It just depends on what you want. But I'm thinking of starting a website and doing that. So if you guys would like that, please leave a comment and let me know. Otherwise, I won't know how many people would like that, and I don't want to start a website that would cost money to ship stuff if I'm not going to actually be able to do it. So leave a comment below. I have an artwork folder on my Facebook, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, 90% of my art's on there. I can't say 100% of it because I think some of it's not, but I can post it. Anything that is Disney or anime will not be on there because that I think is a rights issue, and I'm not going to do that or have that potentially be an issue. So just everything that's just an original piece for me. So it won't be like Disney or anime or any other actual characters. It'll be just things that I've made up myself. And if you don't know what those are, you can always ask. But again, it was nice talking to you guys. I'm out. I will update after the antibiotics over and let you know what's going on. Bye. Wait.